And we'll see. All right, buddy, let me adjust some things real quick before we start. All right. Oh, look at that. Let me blow this up so you can see. All right. Oh, great. Amazing. So before we start off, first of all, welcome everybody to a live stream. We don't do these too often. So the reason we don't do this too often, technical difficulties and whatnot, I just want to make sure two things. One, that you can hear me, and two, that you can see me. We're using a new microphone, and sometimes these things are not as loud as they should be. So first of all, Joe, Aries, Josh, TJ, D, Ross, everybody else is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's good? What's good is Doge, apparently. All right, so two questions, and just please put that in the comment section. Let me go over here. So two questions for you. First of all, the video, not bad, and the audio, can you hear me? If not, we'll have to turn these things up. I'll be damned. Things work. It's great when technology works. Let's get to it, shall we? All right. So first of all, let me pop over real quick. So what's new? Well, I can tell you what's new. Everything that's going on with Dogecoin. So these are the things that when I wake up and I see what's going on in the crypto sphere, and I expect things to actually happen. But as we come about and we see what's happening in our little tiny shop or area, it's amazing to see that Dogecoin, let me blow this up real quick. Dogecoin is number 5. It is number 5 on the charts. I think we all know this. We all know what's going on. And the question really everybody has to ask themselves is why? Why is it that Dogecoin comes from nowhere? Well, not nowhere. I mean, it's already pumped pretty hard. Elon Musk talks about it. Different figures talk about it. People talk about it. Heck, even person from Dallas Mavericks talking about it, Mark Cuban, is saying that he's accepting it at his stores and he's not even going to sell it. He's going to keep Dogecoin forever. Sure. So then the question is, why is it pumping up so much? Well, here's the thing. This is the thing that we've talked about a number of times again, which is that this market is irrational. If you were around in the time when the internet came about and all these different websites came, you would have a company that had no business or really no insight into actually creating a type of website. As long as they put a .com next to their name, everything just blew up. So first of all, I will say this. When I woke up and I saw Dogecoin, I thought to myself, man, maybe I should have gotten into some Dogecoin. Maybe I should have done all these things. But I will tell you, it doesn't matter. Because when you see these huge pumps and things that are going on, don't feel like, man, I should have got into it because, it just sounds so great. And I really should have done this. Or if you're like my friend George, who had over I think he had 300,000 Doge and he sold it. Don't beat yourself up because you sold, Dogecoin. Who really cares? It's, it's one of those things. So anyhow, these are just one of the things these are the musings that we have. Let me jump over real quick and see what's up in the chats. Great to see you. Cheapest, most publicly available. Let's go Doge, more volatile in play. So on and so forth. Okay. Refresh page, Doge dropping. And that's the big thing. So let me refresh this. This was from this morning. Right now, what is it? April 16th, 11 a.m. Let's refresh. Yeah, it's not surprising. So Doge down to, wow, that's a bummer. 35 cents, 36 cents, when it was almost at, I think, 43, 44. So here's what I learned. A couple of things. First of all, is that when you see all these things, don't beat yourself up. And just think to yourself that, hey, you know what? Some of these things are going to come up. They're going to be these fantastic deals, and you're just not going to be aware of what's going on, and that's okay. But the big thing I really learned today when Dogecoin was going on was this, and that is that taking it from my friend George, we've been in the market since 2017, and that is this: never cash out 100% of all your holdings. So when we talk about an exit strategy going into fiat, I know some people will say that you should never get into fiat because the dollar is going to go to zero and everything's going to crash and there's going to be an economic turmoil. Sure, I can see that actually happening at some point, but never ever cash out 100%. Like even in this bull run, I'm cashing out up to 80% of my alts. I just don't think that these institutions are really going to save everything. They'll probably be really heavy into Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. But for alts like Dogecoin, do you really think that Mark Cuban is really going to hold on to Dogecoin forever because he believes in the technology and the fantastic team that's behind it and all the different partnerships and the financing? First of all, it doesn't exist. So if you think that's really going to happen, I just don't see that. I could be wrong, but this is what I have. So never ever cash out. Like I cashed out. I held some Dogecoin from 2017, and I held it all the way through. And then when it hit 8 cents, I sold. I sold about 80%. I still have 20% right now, and I actually sold a little bit this morning when it hit 40 cents because I'm like, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But again, whatever you have, never sell anything 100% because there's always that moonshot coming in. That's the first thing. The next thing is that when you get into this market, it doesn't matter how much you have. Like I know that there's some channels which talk about if you have $10,000, put in this. If you have 100,000, put in this. And then some channels like mine are like, if you got 25 to 100 bucks, try to do these types of things. And I will just tell you that the safest bet is Bitcoin and really Ethereum because that's what everybody really talks about, especially for this bull run. Next bull run, I have no idea. So if you really want to have a little bit more risk and a little bit more upside, I think, of course, the big money is in these small market caps. And I'm going to tell you a story in a little bit of a friend of mine who had actually been paid in cryptocurrency, didn't really do anything with it, had it on a hard drive. And just last week, he went to go take a look at it. And he had over $2 million worth of that cryptocurrency. So I'll tell that story in just a bit, which to me is unbelievable. But let's just real quick take a look at what we got in the chats. Right on, Bogart. Take profits on the way up, take profits on the way down. My friend CJ over Micro Rebellion always says this: nobody ever went broke taking profits. There's another one. I think it's a quote from one of the Rothschilds. Some big investor, and they said, "I made all my money by never selling at the top and never buying at the bottom," meaning that even the smartest people out there who have been in this space forever, they will never, ever be able to hit that top consistently. You can get lucky and just like hit a top and then maybe you buy at the bottom, but to do that consistently day in, day out, no, it's not going to happen. So yeah, that's a big thing. What else we got? Free coin, XRP too. Yeah, XRP Army, congratulations. I mean, you guys really did it. I still hold it, and yeah, I think things are going to go pretty well, especially when they dismiss that case. Who knows? That comment not beating yourself up helps. Yeah, get Oj. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. You don't have to beat yourself up. So anyhow, here's the story. So a friend of mine who will remain nameless, back in 2017, he was kind of getting into crypto, and he had been doing some services, and a company just said, hey, we really, we're an up and coming cryptocurrency platform, and we don't really have a ton of money, but we can pay you in our coin. And my friend's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm like, sure, why not? Didn't really have to do too much. And he had a bunch of connections, made some introductions, and did his job. And they paid him a ton of these like useless coins. They were worth like 0.00003 pennies. And then didn't really think about it. And then last week, or actually it was 2 weeks ago, he was talking to another friend and a mutual friend of ours, and that person said, hey, have you heard about this coin X, whatever it was? And he goes, yeah, it's a piece of junk. I got a ton of it. He goes, are you serious? They're trading right now for $50. And he's like, what the hell just happened? And he went back and took a look in his hard drive, and they were all there. And then he took it from there onto the exchange, sold it all out, and it was over $2 million. So again, this is one of those stories where this isn't uncommon in crypto. And just watching Dogecoin, makes me realize two things. Well, three things. Never cash out. 80%. You can cash out up to 80%, but always keep 20% because you never know when things are going to go to the moon, to Mars, to Jupiter. And the big money is in microcaps, but then sitting on these microcaps, doing absolutely nothing and just waiting until something happens because you never know. And you could buy, and really in honesty, like I've bought a bunch of S coins and they went absolutely nowhere. But if you just keep them on for a while, especially in these crazy bull runs, because the market's irrational, people will put money into absolutely anything. And you can just make a ton, just a killing. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm going to do, which is just hold on to these ridiculous things and not 100% cash out. And those are the big two things. Then the third thing is what we just talked about, which is, you wake up and you think to yourself, Jesus, criminy Christmas, I could have been a millionaire, but I sold out too soon because I had to pay for X or pay for Y, or I had some bills or whatever else. Who cares? You know what? Who cares? If you don't like this huge run up, don't worry about it because there's one right around the corner. It's like a party bus in Vegas. If you miss a party bus going to some whatever, don't worry. In like 10 minutes, there's another one coming right around the corner. So this is like the best time to actually be in cryptocurrency digital assets. So that is the big thing. Let me jump back real quick and then see what we got for comments. Not financial advice, right? I have to say that. I have to say that because people will say, Rob, you told me to hold on to, Here's a prime example of what I'm talking about. So when I talked about Voyager and a price prediction, I talked about Voyager and I said, hey, you know what? It was at 29 cents. I think it's going to go to 30 bucks. And then people got on. Everybody loves you when it's $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. But then when it backs up, everybody's like, you're a moron. What happened? It's supposed to go to the moon. Just like success. It doesn't keep going like this. It just, it's like a little bit of a this type of action. But I still have faith. That's what I think about it. And then speaking of Voyager, I don't know if you guys caught it, but it was me, Alex Mascioli, and Steve Ehrlich, and we did a nice little live stream over at the Alex Mascioli channel where he answered a bunch of different questions about why things are happening. And the big thing, I'll just save you 40 minutes. Here's what it is. They are preventing fraud. There's a lot of fraudsters out there, and they are screwing things up, and they are actually having to do a lot of manual type of things until they get the team over there to make sure that this fraud doesn't happen. And me personally, I have no problems with that. If you're going to stick my cryptocurrency in there, and it might take like 2 weeks or longer to withdraw or any kind of deposits, I'm okay. Just to make sure that my funds are there when everything really takes off. We're just in April. Who knows what's going to happen in July, August, September, October? Anyhow, that's what I think. And that is the big thing. So everybody, wow, there's a lot of people today. A lot of people, everybody's interested. Let me go back real quick. So Dogecoin, and let's just real quick with the market cap. Everything's pretty much down. But I do want to make mention of this. See that market cap up here in the middle part? I don't know if you can see my cursor. But we're at $2.3 trillion. 2.3. I was just bragging 6 days ago, about how we have went from 2.1 trillion to 2.2 trillion in a 10-day time span. And I was like, did we just increase by 100 billion? Yes. And now we're at 2.3 trillion, which means, let me do some quick math, it's $100 billion in 5 days. This is going to be a fantastic year. And if you don't think that this is going to be a pretty huge bull run, just take a look at the numbers, and that's what we got. So let's see. For 24 hours, Dogecoin's up. Bitcoin Cash, congratulations, Bitcoin Cash. Wow, 1138. And that isn't even at the all-time high. Anything really fantastic over? Bitcoin SV, sure, why not? IOTA, Tezos, and so on and so forth. 48% for Ethereum Classic. Big push over there. I think there's a new partnership they announced. And then Chili's and so on and other stuff, but who cares? I want to show you this. Let me blow this up a little bit more. So this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is, let me just do this. This is the Dogecoin chart from December 2020 to now. And if you're thinking to yourself, God dang, I can't believe I sold my Doge. Well, yeah, just looking at this, you probably think to yourself, man, what a stupid move. I can't believe I sold it. Because look, I could have hit this big parabolic run. Well, let me show you this. Let me back everything up and take a look exactly what Doge has done over the last 5-6 years. So again, 80% selling, not so bad. Holding another 20%, you never know. But Doge wasn't even a penny for the longest time. So if you held on to it for like 3-4 years, congratulations, that ain't easy. And then right here in the big bull run of 2017, do you know the very tippy top of what Dogecoin was? It wasn't even 2 cents. It wasn't even 2 cents. So if you went from 0.0003 fractions of a penny to 2 cents, that's enormous. And if you held it all the way through this, first of all, you probably didn't need any money. Let's be honest. And then second of all, as things are going through, you know, you probably maybe just got rid of it, not a big deal. And then look at this little bump right here. When we went from here to a penny to all the way up here, you're probably like, I'm a genius at 8 cents. And then it trashes down, which is what I thought I was a genius. I was like, yeah, we're doing pretty good. And then no big deal. And then all of a sudden, whoosh, up we go. So again, when in doubt, zoom out. My friend Diddy always talks about that over there at the Bitcoin family. And just don't beat yourself up because look, who cares? I mean, your goals are different than my goals. Your goal might be to make $100,000. Great, you can do that. I think you can do that this bull run. If your goals are to make a couple $1 million, you can still do this bull run. It depends on when you've actually invested. And again, if you miss the train, don't worry about it because there's one coming right around the corner, and who knows what the next altcoin that's going to blast off, or maybe it could be Bitcoin. And that's really the big thing. So I'm going to talk real briefly about one more subject, which is, if you don't know, that taking a look at this, the actual charts, you can see that things are down a little bit across the board. And I want to talk about Turkey, the country, banning cryptocurrency, which I think is pretty ridiculous. So anyhow, let me jump back real quick. Yeah, Bogart, I try to be. Elron, I don't know about that. Everybody talks about it. It seems like a pretty great project. There's a lot of great projects out there. The big question is, just like in the .com days, which website is going to be the big winner? Nobody really knows. ADA up 3,000% for the last year. That's right. You must have watched my video yesterday. Yes. The run-up hurts the whole industry. This is going to end badly. Matt, let me talk about that real quick. So some people will say this. They'll say that this run-up from Dogecoin makes the entire industry look stupid because it's a meme coin. And then some people like, it's not a big deal. I'm in the vein of this. Whatever right now gets people excited about this space, let it happen. Let it happen. I don't care. They say that bad press is still press, so we'll take it. And that is right now, that is the big thing. Now, here's my prediction. Not financial advice. I think you're going to see a little bit of a downward spiral. I think you're going to see a little bit of a minor pump go up. And I think you're going to see a lot of people lose money and get really disenchanted with the cryptocurrency space. And it's going to turn a lot of people off for the ones that are getting in who have no idea. Because you have to understand, talking to people about crypto who don't know about crypto, it's like talking to an infant. They're like, wow. It's a stock, and how does it work? And there's a wallet. Well, here's my wallet. It's not a physical wallet. So when they hear about Doge and it's pumping, they're like, well, I don't know what cryptocurrency is, but you got Elon Musk talking about it, and you got Mark Cuban talking about it, and you got Snoop Dogg talking about it, and all these different celebrities. So it's got to be good, and maybe that's the future. And they have no idea that it is just a meme coin. Let me ask you guys this real quick. Has there been a huge partnership announcement? Has the team come out and said, hey, we're launching Doge Mainnet 4.0, where we're going to do staking and debit cards and credit cards. And also we're opening up a bank, and it's going to be fantastic. Also, we're going to have Doge Dex or something crazy like that. Has anything been announced that I am just not aware of? Yeah, I didn't think so. So the thing is, right now, take it for what it's worth, and let people come into the market. If your friends are getting in, just tell them, hey, it might go up, it might not. I had I had some friends ask me last night, where do you think Doge is going? I'm like, dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. If someone would have told me it would have been 40 cents this year, I'd be like, you're out of your mind. And that's it. So, but that's the big thing. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let me jump into this last story. And I want to finish up with this. Again, if you're just getting here, welcome. We just went over a couple things. First of all, Doge, I don't think this is sustainable. There was 3 big lessons, which is never cash out 100% of your altcoins. If you're going to cash out 80%, and then wait for that 20% moonshot. Not financial advice. That's just what I am doing. I only sell 80%, and I wait 20% for a huge moonshot, like a Dogecoin happens, right? Second one is that I realized that money is in the micro caps. Told a story about a friend who got paid in some wacky crypto from back in the day that is now worth $50 per coin, and he got paid like 0.00004. Didn't even realize it, and for 4 years buried it, found it, and now he's got over $2 million. So that could be you, who knows? That could be us, that could be me. And then the big thing is never beat yourself up, because if you're ticked off about missing the opportunity, there's one right in the corner. That's the big thing. All right, so we got that. Let me just finish up with this. Turkey bans crypto. That just sounds hilarious. Turkey bans crypto. Turkey, the country, bans cryptocurrency as local payments. What's going on? Well, Turkey's central bank issued regulations on the disuse of crypto. It was published Friday, so that was today. Anyhow, it announced that there was studies on the regulation regarding the disuse of crypto assets and payments have been completed. And here's what they state. Recently, some initiatives have emerged regarding the use of these assets and payments. It is considered that their use and payments may cause non-recoverable losses for the parties to the transactions. That's a new one. Usually when we hear about it, it's all about terrorism and the cartel and illicit activity. So that's a new one. Congratulations, Turkey. You got a new FUD thing. Anyhow, they cited factors such as excessive volatility. We've heard that. Lack of regulation. And irrevocable transactions. And it may be used in illegal actions due to their anonymous structures. There we go. Thanks, Turkey. I knew you wouldn't fail us and bring out the same song and dance. So this is what they said. Crypto assets cannot be used directly or indirectly for payments. No service can be provided for direct or indirect use of crypto assets and payments. And before I go on, I'll just say this. I put out a tweet today when I saw that, and I was like, I hope some idiotic country comes out and tries to ban cryptocurrency so the actual market can drop even more and I can pick up some flash sale discount cryptocurrencies. Because look, these places can try to ban crypto all they want to. I'll talk about how ridiculous that is in a second, but it's just going to be a bad situation. The real question you have to ask yourself is why now? Why Turkey? Why are they doing it? Here's the answer. So the Turkish lira has lost significant value in the past year. It plunged 16% on day one when one of the central bankers got booted and another one came in. Crypto trading volumes between the beginning of February and March 24th hit 218 billion. That was about the same time that central banker, the head of the central bank for Turkey, got booted, and it went up like crazy as everything was starting to fall with the lira. And that's part of the reason. The other part is this. So if you're a country and your central bank is failing you and your actual currency is dropping, and you're like, we need to regain control some way, cryptocurrency is not your answer. You want to control the narrative, and if you can control the funds of people in your country, in your sector, in your whatever you want to say, then you control what everything is going on. So of course, Turkey's like, look, we're losing the battle here. We don't want them to get on cryptocurrency. Then we can't control people. That's not good for us. That's not what we're here for. We're here for control. Now, there could be other reasons. I'm not saying that Turkey is, all bad. I don't really know them. I don't really know the country and the president and parliament or whatever they have over there. But I can just say this. Usually when countries start to ban or try to ban cryptocurrency, it's to control the narrative and control the people. So I will just say this. When you hear this story today and you hear your friends talk about it, just remind them about India. And India tried to do the same thing. Look, the central bank said, we got to ban crypto. We're losing some control here. And don't tell me that stupid song and dance about illicit activities. We did a story yesterday about a former CIA director where he took a very deep dive in everything and said, illicit activities account for 1% of all cryptocurrency transactions. And in actuality, the most illicit activities are done by banks at over 2%. So, sure. Anyhow, just as a reminder, central banks tried to ban crypto in India, and that went for 2 years, and then it went through the Supreme Court and lifted the ban on cryptocurrency. Then there were some other FUD articles that came out, but then I think it's the director of finance, I forgot her name, and she just said, hey, we're not going to ban it, but we're going to work the central government or the central banks to really make this thing work. So again, I sure hope more countries try to ban it, because that just leads to some people who just go, you know what? I think that all these countries will ban it. That's great, and everything drops, and we can pick things up. So that is the big thing, I think, for that. Let me jump back before we take off and just see what's up in the chat. Hey, thanks everybody for who's donated. See, sounds good. That sounds good. ADA is now available on iTrust Capital. Thank you. Sounds good. I appreciate the donation. Always goes far away, man. And then Basil, how far do you see StormX raising this season? I think it dipped. Well, let me tell you, I have no idea, but I think it's going to do really well. Remember, StormX is one of those cryptos that actually does stuff. If you want to get a bunch of crypto back and all the different places you can go, over 750 partnerships that they have. Speaking of which, I'm going to be talking to the CEO, Simon Yu, today at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And we're going to talk about, I'm not going to go over the same stuff that he's already said about 1,000 times in every interview. I'm just going to talk to him about Simon. I'm going to give a quick intro of what StormX is, what it does. And then I'm just going to say, Simon, where is this going in the next 1, 3, and 5 years? And what's your plans? That's all I really care about. I don't want to go over the same stuff. It's very boring when people do that. I want to talk about what is going on now and where things are going. That's the big thing. Good questions. Abdul, VeChain price prediction and thoughts. I think VeChain is great. I think it's a great thing, especially with pharmaceuticals and produce, any kind of food items, because if you can track things from point A, from the manufacturer to distribution, to the distribution center, to the actual person's purse, medicine cabinets, food cabinet, and they can track all those things, I think it's a great thing. It's a big win for blockchain. On top of the fact, if we're going to talk about illegal type of counterfeits and where VeChain get in, sure. I don't see why. I hold a big bag of VeChain. Probably won't sell it for a long time. Frida, privacy and protection coin. Which ones are you preferring? I like Zcash. I like Monero. I own Zcash. I don't own Monero yet, but I know I should. And that's another thing. Another thing is that, people always tell me about, Rob, you got to get into this, you got to get into that. I'm like, look, man, I got like 40 coins now, and I just can't keep spreading everything around. I like to diversify, but shoot, can't do it all, baby. That's what it is. All right, Soft, hello. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. And Magic Money. XRP $10 on deck. All right, everybody. Fried Circus. Ask when XRP interest rates on Voyager, please. Sure. And as a reminder, please go check out that video over there at Alex Mascioli where we had Steve on. He explained everything about what's going on with Voyager. I still think it's going to do pretty well. That's me. And that's what's good. All right, everybody. I gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna bore you with details. So I'm gonna do that interview today with Simon over at StormX. Probably release it the same day, and then that's it. If you have specific questions for Simon, just hit us up over on Twitter. Link is in the description. Just send me a message, or actually, I'm going to send a tweet and just take a look. Hey, I'm having Simon Yu on. Let me know what your questions are for StormX CEO. And that's all. So thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate it. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps tremendously. Consider subscribing. A lot of things to talk about, time sensitive, all that good stuff. And that's it. Have a great weekend, everybody.